I'm Larkin Powell, and I'm a professor of conservation biology at the University of Nebraska in the School of Natural Resources. This is what we like to think of prairie chickens more in their natural state. So our research is started here to focus on what that natural state was. We put radio tags on the birds in the spring. The lek that is behind me here, LEK, is sometimes also for prairie chickens called a booming ground, and you might be able to hear the booming that they're doing as they're strutting around and inflating these air sacs. The males are trying to attract the females into this spot. This spot has been used for years. I mean, what a unique thing to know that you can come out to a spot on the landscape and see the birds every spring. The males gather on the lek, and they may start in late February. They're displaying to show each other who's bigger, who's the boss. They may be older, they may be somehow superior to the other birds. And the less superior birds then are around the edge of the lek. The females that are coming into this lek today, there's some kind of edge that they are basically saying, I want that male to be the father of my children. We know from several research studies around the Great Plains that have looked at where prairie chickens are. We know that those home ranges have at least about 70 to 80% grass. So the sandhills are incredibly unique because you've got this very contiguous grassland around us that's really unbroken by any kind of row crop agriculture. Cattle have replaced bison in these landscapes. They've taken over that role of the herbivore in the landscape that creates little patches. And so as the cattle graze, they're never going to take all the grass. They leave some and they take some. And the ranchers manage those cattle to make sure that they're leaving enough to manage for the health of the grass itself. Some people look at this and say, oh my gosh, the grass is gone. But this is creating perfect habitat.
And there's some over in that tall grass.
Yeah.
So let's flush them and try and count. Might be all of them.
Yes.
I got 28.
I'll go with that. Prairie chickens will choose an area like this for their lek because they can see each other. They're not going to go dance in thick grass because it's a very visual display, and they need to be able to assess the males. And we need this matrix of both thick and sparse grasses, and the cattle provide that naturally.